Do you have hundreds of gigabytes, even terabytes of video footage that you need to send? Here are 6 different ways to transfer large video files. Hi, this is Alex from MASV, and we're going to talk about 6 different ways to send large video files. And by large, I don't mean a few gigabytes. I'm talking terabytes, people. In this video, I'm going to explain the most practical ways to send these kinds of files depending on your needs and your budget. Let's go. MASV, an accelerated large file transfer tool. Yes, it's us! You probably already expected me to mention my company first, but wait a second, just hear me out. MASV is one of the best ways to send your large files as it works entirely in the cloud. So the only thing that you need is your internet and you're ready to go. You don't need any fancy plugins or software to get started. You can sign up in a few minutes and you will get 100 gigabytes free to use however you want. It supports uploads and downloads of up to 5 terabytes. You can upload a ton of data as long as each individual file is under 5 terabytes. It's completely pay-as-you-go at just 25 cents per gigabyte downloaded. No subscriptions and no annual fees. And you have storage included for the first 7 days. If you're a professional filmmaker and need to send hundreds of gigabytes quickly, MASV definitely is the way to go. UDP-based file transfer. If you work in a professional filmmaking environment like a post-production studio, you probably have heard of companies like Aspera and Signiant. These companies offer heavy-duty file transfer using UDP. Most web-based file transfer services run on TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, but UDP runs on User Datagram Protocol, which is just one of the many ways to send data online. UDP file transfer is incredibly fast, as these tools are actually meant to move large video files. However, these products are meant for big businesses, so they are very expensive. Aspera's annual plan, for example, it's over $10,000 for just 6 terabytes of data. You will also need an IT team to set everything up for senders and recipients. If you're a freelance editor or work in a small firm, this option is out of the question. But if you work in a large company, UDP-based file transfer is something to consider. Cloud solutions. Another option is to use a cloud-based sharing service like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, etc. You know the rest. You have probably used these ones. They're very user-friendly, they're familiar, the pricing is very affordable, and they give you the added benefit of storage and file transfer in one tool. But these products are not really designed to send large video files quickly. These services are typically up to 10 times lower than a UDP-based or accelerated cloud options. Dropbox lets you store 1 terabyte for $11 a month, but that's just storage. To transfer, it's 2 gigabytes. Actually, Dropbox doesn't advertise it as much, but their max upload limit over the browser is 50 gigabytes, regardless of your plan. With Transfer Pro for $12 a month, it's the same. 1 terabyte of storage, but 200 gigabyte limit per upload. FTP server. FTP is the OG file transfer method, dating back about 4 decades. It requires all files to be delivered to a central server, and this central server acts as a middleman for uploads and downloads, but you can also use it as a storage unit. This central server can just be accessed by people with credentials, so it is super safe and very tailored to your specific organization. Using this option, though, will require a lot of IT support and a lot of help to go around the interface. Shipping a hard drive or USB stick. If you have a time-sensitive delivery and internet bandwidth is a problem, you might as well just ship the data on a hard drive or USB stick through a local courier or shipping provider. The overall cost is low and you could transfer lots of data at once, but this will be specifically to just one recipient. It could also take a while to get to the final destination because at the end of the day, your precious files are still in other people's hands. Zip compression. And the last way, just compress it and email it. This one I would recommend the least because you will definitely have data loss. But you can always compress your videos through an editing software or a transcoder like Adobe Media Encoder or Handbrake. Another way of compressing is to just right-click on the folder with your files and compress it. This will make it easier to send it over email, but guaranteed you will have data loss. There you have it, guys! 6 different ways to send large video files. All of the options have their pros and cons, so you should choose the one that best fits your preferences, budget, and workflow. If you ask me, my own personal opinion, I would say that MASV have the right combination of size, speed, and stability, so you can send your files anywhere in the world with no problem. But hey, don't take my word for it. I left you the link in the description box below, so go and sign up, get those 100 gigabytes free, and try it out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you find this video helpful, please help us with that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so we can continue doing these filmmaking videos about tips, tricks, Let us know in the comments what do you think about MASV and what do you want to see in our next video. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.